白黒を咲いた目を細めたんだ光が繰り返す現像その意味も知らないまま塗り替える想像空を飛べない僕らは遠すぎる象形ひたすら走った巻き戻る幻灯いくつになっても消えない群青色のフィルムの中に何かをしたかった僕らは何もできなかった僕らは何でもできるようになった思い込むことはできたみたいであそうだの空から見下ろす世界はきっとまだ誰も知らない青で誰よりも近くで見たいと思うもしもつまずいたなら誰かの前で転んでしまったらあの青のせいにしてしまおうあまりにも綺麗だったからさそう言ってさ絡みつく葛藤答えの出ない僕らは息を吸ってまたこうやって何かを捨てた拭えない後悔があったそれでも選んだのは紛れもなく僕の勇気だった誰かになりたい僕らが誰にもなれない僕らが誰にもならなかったってあとどれくらいで気づけるかな誰かと比べなくちゃ自分のことさえわからなくなって始まりも終わりも好きも嫌いも違うはずなのにそれぞれが思い描く青を塗り重ねて作り上がる今鮮やかな群青僕は紛れもなくその一部分でありますようにとただ願った傷跡は深くて消えそうにないいや消えなくていいやずっと背負ってくいつだって未来は深くて昨日はもう来なくて使い果たせるだろうがこの日々を青く光る一瞬のきらめきをプラプラしたっていさ下を向いて歩いていくよりもただの景色を目指すんだ愚直に信じてよもしもつまずいたなら誰かの前で転んでしまったらあの青のせいにしてしまおうだってそれは見とれてしまうほど美しかったいつか終わるのだから精一杯の乾きざまは繰り返し写した写真みたいにそれぞれが思い描く青を塗り重ねて作り上がる今鮮やかな群青僕は紛れもなくその一部分だ使い果たそう大切なこの日々を青く光る一瞬のきらめきを
Hey, how you doing? So, here we are. and I am super pumped. So, we've got a bunch of stuff going on for today. We have anniversary of the channel, so that's super awesome. We also have we also have our first live in all of Everness, and and all of you guys here. So yeah, we're doing all right. Oh, what's wrong, Props? I can't hear you over the sound of Melting City. This is so we're gonna do today is we're gonna go and we're gonna look at a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna just kind of review a lot of memories that we've had over the year. We're going to go through a bunch of songs that we did before, a couple new songs. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and then we're going to we're gonna just talk, and we'll wrap up at some point. But who knows when we'll do that? So for right now, let's do something here. Let's grab one of my favorite little background noises, and let's open that up so that way we can hear some lovely stuff behind me. For those of you who don't know, I have some really, really old art streams where I drew some of the original thumbnails that I had. Hold on. What happened here? Oh, I see. Okay. I see, Sugar. I'm sorry that YouTube just decided to commit not alive on you. Hopefully that will correct itself. But let me know if it stays that way. So I'm going to grab something really, really fun from a long time ago in a far... Oh! Hi! Hello, Grimshaw! You startled me. We have this hoppy little T-Rex down here because I didn't know how to do custom stuff, and the T-Rex was cute, and so there he is. Happy little bouncy boy. And so, and I loved him enough that I did not feel like going and changing him. Hey, Rosie. Okay, I understand. Okay, wonderful. Oh, good to see you. All right, let's go to favorites here. And let's slap this into the background here. Because I love the sound of this song. So, as you all know, I was nervous to death. Hello, Shep! How are you? We have the most peaceful music ever, and I'm just stoked because we have Shep. How you doing, Cass? It's good to see you. So we have known each other for a long while. Among a couple of things that we're going to do is, when we start out, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my first ever video, and I'm going to show that to you because I love it. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna grab a bunch of old art that I have had made of me and that I have done of me, and we're gonna look at them, and we're gonna look at the series that they were involved with, and just remember life and how wonderful it is. And then between all that stuff, we'll have song after song after song from things that we've done and things that we want to do, and I'm stoked. So, let's start with grabbing a hold of the first ever bit of art that I got done here. When I first started out, I knew almost nobody. Now, excited to see Cass because Cass is one of the first people that ever found me and got a hold of me when I was very, very lonely. In fact, most of the people who are here right now are people who started here. Moo started about a week or two after I did, and we found him on his first stream, and we have been buds ever since. He was playing some he was playing some driving through the mountains, and he was on road, and he was supposed to stay on road, and he was doing some off road, and it was fun. And he and Toby and I would just chatted together in his stream for his very first stream, and we had a lovely time. Toby is also one of the first people I met. He he was a cat boy, and he was very funny, and he had a great, crazy little outfit. And I was like, who is this nerd? Who is this goofball? I need to meet this man. And I showed up in his streams. And yes, we found, Toby, we found him on the same stream. And not only do we find him on the same stream, we found him on his first stream. He spits into your cornflakes. Okay. Anywho. So, yeah. Moo, Toby, and I all ran into each other around the same time. I found Toby just through Twitter, through different interactions that were happening. And I just followed him there, and because I didn't have too many people to talk with, and he decided to talk with me, and we hung out for a while, and we became bros. And he was in the first ever collab that I did with anyone, was him and Cosmo Corgo together, and we played Uno together against an AI, and because there was supposed to be a fourth person there, and he flaked. Well, I wouldn't call it flaking. He lived in California and had to be up and with us at like 6 a.m. And I was like, "You're never gonna make it." And he's like, "I could probably make it." And I'm like, "I'm totally going to accept it if you don't make it." And when I saw him up kind of late his time, I knew there's not a chance. And sure enough, he was like, "I'm really sorry, bro. I slept in." And I was like, "I know." But I finally got to do a collab with him much later, and so that was fun. But yeah, it was. Yes! Oh, Toby Larone, yes! Yes, back when you used to call me Fall, because there is something very special, which is Mo, who cannot be here. Mo and Moo. Mo and Moo were the first two people to see my name and read through it and recognize which part was my name and just call me my name. And so Mo and Moo were the first. Mo was the first, and the very next day I found Moo, and he's like, "Oh, hello, Ruin." And I was like, "Good man. Look at this man reading my name and figuring out which part is me." I'm not quite East Coast. No, I am CST. I live right near Chicago. Yep. Toby was the first collab, and he was the most recent one. And that was on purpose, actually. Because, again, a lot of the themes of this week are reliving a lot of memories. And so that's why I tried to set up different collabs that were very significant to me. Like, my first collab with the Say So Boys was really neat, because that was the first time I was ever talking live and I was not all the way recorded. Like with Toby and Cosmo, we recorded stuff together, but it was only recording, so I still had room to go rescue myself if I botched it. And then the Team Say So Boys, which was Moo and Ewan and Sylvan, us three were all the first time that I was online, and when I talked, people heard it. And so that was a big deal there. And so I was trying to set up a repeat of those, and I wanted to do a repeat of my first real big group, a tabletop group that came together to play one of my favorite dumb little card games. If you've ever heard of Unstable Unicorns, it's a really dumb card game, and I love it. And it's great because it's so goofy that it helps me undo the fact that I absolutely need to win everything I do. And and if I don't, it's frustrating, because I almost tweeted the other day. I said, the good thing about having an obsessive drive that I can't turn off, that everything matters. The good thing about having that is that every time there's something important, it makes a huge difference. I'm able to pump out work and work and work. And like when we did the big play earlier, and you guys may have seen, it's like, I am a lord of fret, but my fret breeds perfection, and perfection is delicious. it's like I'm the greatest. It's just and you get that feeling of just like, I'm so good at life. and so with big important things, that obsessive drive is really, really good. But with not important things, it's very, very bad. Because I can't turn it off, which means that nothing can ever be just fun. And that's hard. And so, Unstable Unicorns is so stupid and so ridiculous that it's able to be just fun in spite of the fact that I can't turn off my drive. And so that's great. But yeah, we do need to do that again. But oh man, I was planning to do a lot of different things, but I'm having such a lovely time just chatting with you guys. You're super sweet, and I'm just happy. Anywho, so let me look through another set of my folders here. I want to show you. I want to open up a folder with all of my art that I've had, because boy, I got pictures coming out my ears. So, the person you see before you now is me, of course, and the thing that you saw on the starting screen, what that is actually, that is the first ever concept art for Ruin. What I did is that, years ago, I was friends with a family that had 3 kids, and I liked them very, very much. And I decided for Christmas that I was going to make them a comic book, or make them comic book characters. And I felt like it would be kind of driving a wedge and isolating if I made any of them the villain, so I made me the villain. And I based him off of a lot of things. I had a really strong inspiration from yokai from Big Hero 6, and I also had some big inspiration of course from Maleficent, because she is my queen. Just Maleficent is so cool, best villain ever. And also I was really big into a couple of things. I had seen I think Persona 5 had just happened, and there was a certain phrase that the big scary Igor gives, which is that something about this truly being an unfair game. Ruin can no longer be avoided. And Ruin cannot be avoided stuck in my head. And I loved it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And kind of the smoky tendrils thing probably also came from that idea. But I also liked Avatar: The Last Airbender a lot, and so that's how the moveset, or how he controls the roots of bitterness, came to be. Is very similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender, except that nobody has kung fu skills. It's just that things respond to your will. Oh, props, I understand, and you are correct. The Maverick is fantastic. I love that man. He's so wonderful. Guys, okay, if you haven't seen Omori, go watch Omori. And we may go to my old Omori video, and we'll just pull up the introduction to it, because, all right, we'll save that for later. That'll be a different story. But, yeah, so that's the deal behind the character Ruin. This art here is the first art I drew for the channel. This me that's hopping before you and talking to you. And so this is very special to me. And I get lots of wonderful things from lots of different people, but this little guy right here is always going to be important to me. And I'm always going to wind up using him. You know, even if I wind up getting a 3D at some point and getting him a web camera and everything, this guy is going to get brought back every now and again just because I love him. And he's really important to me. But yeah, I did not know very many people at the start. I knew like 5 folks. Among them was Toby Larone, Murai, and then like the 3rd and 4th people were Mo and Cass. Although before them, the person who first found me, the very first person, was a young lady who goes by the name of Owie Buns, who I refer to as Ari. And she's a pink cat girl, and she was the very first person. Lots of people had, you know, let's do VTuber threads. I followed different VTuber sites, or not sites, but you know, the VTuber retweeters, in order to try and find people to interact with. And she did one of those networking threads. And I responded to several of them, and she was the first person who ever talked back to me, and we became friends. And so she's very, very precious to me. Owie Buns is the one who I was new, and I was scared, and I didn't know anything, and she found me, and she was good to me. And so, she's lovely, and she's on a bit of hiatus right now because she's got a lot of things going on IRL, that she has to work on. But anytime that she gets the chance, I always make sure to say hey and just remember people who are good to me. And so yeah, basically those 5: Owie, and Moo, Toby, and then Mo and Cass. And you were the ones who found me, and I love you dearly. So, when we started out, I did not have much stuff going on, and I found a person who was pretty cool, named Ego Hex. And Ego Hex is the one who made the crumbling city you see behind her. She was the one who first took my model, and she was willing to grab hold of that puppy and and basically draw it up. And she did it for a really great price because she was also new and did not have any people there to help out and to get her any attention. And so when she did that, it was really cool. I'm gonna grab that for you right now, and I'm just gonna call that first pick. And we'll do this here, and then we'll shut down the background noise, and we'll go grab ourselves a song. And, we're gonna have a lovely time, chat. So, this puppy here, we're going to transform, and we're going to fit the screen. Isn't it so cool? This is the first ever art I got, and it's just me and this pixelation that's going on here. I told her about how the two things that went on here, let's put you over to the side a little bit and shrink you down. Yes, Toby, yes. So the really cool thing with this is that when she made this melting city, I told her about how I should tell you, since I'm explaining the start of this character. The sharp monochrome that you see here, the really stark whites and blacks and everything that's going on here, and the hyperpixelation that's going around like my neck and my eyes, mainly in my eyes. And if you see my first original art, I'll go grab that one as well. But you see my first art, if you look at that puppy, you'll see that there's a lot of pixelation going on in my glasses and in my eyes. And those are both things that were mistakes that I thought, I'm going to fix these later. And then by the time I finished, I loved them so much that I decided to make them staples of the character. And I can only recreate that by going back to MS Paint whenever I want to draw another ruin. And but for some reason it really stuck with me, and it's so cool and I love it. And so I always go back to MS Paint if I want to draw me again. And I just have a lot of fun with it. It's very cool. And so I told her about that, and what she did is she took this stuff here and she created a new pen in her tablet so that she could draw these pixelations happening. And she was so humble about it and so self-deprecating about all of it. And saying, oh, well, I hope that you like it, and if you don't, then they'll just count it as good practice. She spent hours and hours and hours on this, and was totally willing to not take payment if I didn't like it, because she just thought that poorly of herself. And And so with all these things here, I told her, it's like, no, you don't understand how lovely this is. What are you talking about? And so it's a really cool thing. And she was just really sweet. And it was something else. No meme. Props, my boy. I was not unconfident in my ears. The problem is that just my ears are way too attractive, and they had to be chroma key. They had to be mosaiced out, or else I would just break the internet. And so YouTube does this. I'm sorry. It's just my ears are too pretty. Hey, Nate. Hey. It's good to see you, buddy. All right. So let's open up with something here. Let's go grab some of my karaoke file. Most of my songs, I realized, are ones that I did without any music, and so I don't need it for most of these. But we're gonna have some fun, and maybe we're gonna have a couple surprise songs that come in. So let's start with the original, and we'll probably also end with the original. So first we'll close this guy the rest of the way, and we're gonna open up our other puppy. The first song I ever did. I got my tickets for the long way round, 2 bottles of whiskey for the way, and I sure would like some sweet company, and I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my tickets for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're sure gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. So, yeah, that's the first song I ever did, and it was, oh, stop it, you. That's the first song I ever did, and it's it's a lot of fun. I love when it goes from the claps into all the stringed instruments and everything, and the piano just all come in at the same moment. It's almost a beat drop. It's so good. And I know you did, baby bird. I was about 2 seconds into this, and I'm like, Soratha singing. No, that's claps. I don't know what I meant. I may have messed up and said soaps, but I meant to say claps. But anyway, yeah. So I love that song. It's an oldie and a goodie, and I thought, this is gonna be a great one for the people who have Hi Momo! Greetings! I offer you many greetings. It's good to see you, Lottie. I know that you are up super late. What are you doing here? You absolute bean. And so, oh man. So, that rascal. I thought when I started out, I thought, all right. So here's what we're gonna do: is I'm gonna start with a song that's going to be to the people that that are here from the start, and going to be acknowledging the fact that, you know, time is not forever. And for those of you who are really close to me, I've talked to you about something before, a thing I reference I call the Gnaw of Eternity, which is that the constant, when I talked about how I have a perpetual drive that I can't turn off, that forces me to feel like anything I'm doing has to be important, has to matter. Hi! Welcome to the channel. Dinkelberg. Ah, I see. I'm certain that probably means something, and I probably regret saying it. So, but yeah. Hey, puppers! How you doing? I am not grandpa. I am just father, thank you. But, oh, no, you're talking about puppers. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. How you doing, old man? Are you still wore out? But, yeah. So, when I first started up, I had this real issue, and I always have, of this feeling that I'm rapidly running out of time. Where every moment I can feel it go away and know it's not coming back. And it consumes me. And it's why everything has to be important. And if it's not important, I really have a hard time accepting that it's okay to do it. And so I thought it would be very... Hoshi! Wait, where's Hoshi? Where are you? I see Joel saying Hoshi. Anywho. Anyhow, hi, Hoshi, my son. It's gotta be around here somewhere. So, so it's a big deal, and so I thought, oh, you know what? I'm gonna have my opening song be something that references the fact that at some point, you guys are gonna wish you had me, and you ain't gonna have me. But it's all right. And and there you are, Hoshi! Hello! Good to see you, buddy. And Lyria! And so, oh, that's right, Cosmo! I thought I remembered that. I thought that sounded familiar in some way. I see. I'm so glad to have you guys. You don't know how good it is to see you. I should move my mic a little bit so I can look at you and also see and also see what's going on. But man, we got a lot of people I love here. And so so that's why I picked that song at the beginning. And something I ought to do right now is I ought to go ahead and I'm going to grab my opening video, and we're gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna put it into the stuff here, and we'll watch it. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So, just a second here. Let's put this over here, and close this rascal out, and go to my own channel. Ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo. Here we go. There is me. And so we'll go in here and we'll grab the completed and the channel trailer. I just realized that I never actually named the original video. And so It's one of the many videos that just has a whole bunch of numbers for its name, if I remember correctly. But there it is. There you are. Come here, you. All right, let's make you full screen. And let's pause ya. And now we're going to switch over to the screen where this rascal is. And we're just going to watch the first ever video that I put out on this day at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because back then I uploaded at 2 in the afternoon in order to get around other schedules and other schedules of other people, so I could have it up, go live in the middle of the day, but also have enough time to get interaction. So let's go to this scene. Papa. And we're going to watch the first video I ever made together. Hi. Ready? Hey there. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. My name is Ruin. I run the place. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I can do many things and all of them perfectly. On occasion I sing, I also like to draw, and I love to play games. Now then, channel content. What can you expect to see and find on this channel? I was such a nasally boy back then. What of it? Did you think this was a mistake? Come on. You ever seen a mistake this beautiful? Anyway, games are going to be the main focus and bread and butter of the channel. My preferred game type is RPGs and story-heavy games. They have the biggest impact on me because for most of my life, my heart is bland. I also enjoy fun, stupid games from time to time, but I can't live off them. I hate horror because I don't like to be afraid. I can do psych horror pretty well because I don't emote well with humanity. This again is why I like story-heavy games. So psych horror and thriller is fine, but tension and jump scare horror is not okay. I'm looking at you, FNAF. Actually, I'm not looking at you. Please don't scare me. I am probably going to wind up playing some horror games, huh? Anyway, there are some things I'm certain to play. I have Tales of Zestiria ready to go. We're also going to play Omori. I am so excited to play Omori. It looks amazing. And I've already recorded a season of Bloons Tower Defense 6, so I could get myself into this and not practice on something that I hope to have an emotional connection to. You guys better be ready for some straight cringe in BTD6 though, because whoo, boy, there's some fresh baby YouTuber in there and it shows. There's a list of other options that we'll discuss in a different video, but that's a taste of my likes. I also plan to post the occasional cover on the channel. Don't have a schedule that I can commit to publicly, but I do have a general plan. The songs can come from a general variety of genres, but I can't rap and I don't plan to. I don't do voice damaging things, and I want to stay out of the gutter. Most of the songs won't be big productions, but maybe if one catches my fancy, I'll do something extra to it. Now, drawing. I like to draw. I never went to school for it, and I don't have any fancy software, but if you'd like to have some chill MS Paint vids while I make some thumbnails, I'm willing to record that. And when I get better internet, we can even have chill art streams. Those of you who are here now, I want you to remember these days. Someday, you're going to be able to look back and say, I was watching Ruin before he was cool. Literally, it was cringe. Let's not talk about that. But you'll be one of the few people that got to see this fresh baby creature bud and bloom into the glory that is to come. So watch me and prepare to be amazed. So that's the first one. So that's the very first one that we ever did. And and I still love it. So I'm going to teach you a bit of a thing about that. So, you see, way back in Once Upon a Time, a long time ago, when I made that video, I did not know how to edit in post yet. So, that whole slideshow you see happening, I did that slideshow live. Like, I made the slideshow ahead of time, I uploaded it to my StreamLabs, and I set it all up, and I had it set on left and right to go forward or backward or whatever. And I pulled up a script that I wrote myself. And then as I went, as I was talking and I knew where I was, as I knew what I was wanting to say next, or if I wanted to just make the mouth flap, I would go back and forth, and I would hit left and right as I recorded, as I read the script. So that way everything was in line, because I didn't know about editing and post or really how to do it. And so that whole thing that you see from beginning to end was live. Every bit of every scene change, every when the FNAF thing happens and I say, "Oh, please don't scare me." All of that happens live. Me doing it and switching to the next scene in line. And so so that's how flying by the seat of my pants I was. I was a scuff boy and didn't know nothing. And so, yeah. Hi, Tommy! Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. I'm sorry, I didn't see you before. Oh, I just saw that you messaged me a little bit ago and I missed it. I'm so sorry. You're lovely, Dami. I hope you know that. And so, oh goodness. Oh man. I'm seeing so many people, and a lot of you guys I haven't seen in a long while, and it's making me very happy. Oh man. I was mentioning, I have a little bit of in-progress art I'm going to show you all later, something I'm working on that I mentioned possibly working on a long time ago. And I've shown it to one other person so far. I've shown it to Mo, who can't be here today, because Mo is in the middle of doing some labors overseas, and so there's an entirely different time zone there. But I'm gonna show you something that's kind of while in progress that I'm excited about, but I need to explain some things to you about that as well. So, oh man, we've gone over why I am a pixely mess, because I love it very much. And we've also gone over the first video there, and it makes me happy. I like it. Something else that we're gonna do is, when I need a break, we're gonna go to a different video, my oldest video and my most recent video. My most recent one that I did, kind of off the cuff, is a lot more edited in post, and it's my voice pack video, and so we're gonna watch that together at some point too. But I'm just a giggly mess. All right, let's see. Oh, guys, would you like to have fun? Because I have an idea, and we're gonna have some fun. Hi again, Moo. But we're once upon a time, a long time ago, we have this thing among our VTuber community. Oh no, we're not gonna watch that. No. I'm talking about things that I've edited myself. So, we're once upon a time, a long time ago, in our VTuber community, we had movie nights that I started being a part of, and it was very cool. And about 3 weeks into movie night, we always watched like anime movies, and we would always wind up just having to cry ourselves to sleep on Friday nights. And somebody said, we want to watch Shrek and Catwoman, and we're like, what? And we had a night where we decided to watch Shrek, and then the next week we watched Catwoman. And Shrek, we watched Shrek 1 and 2, I think, or something like that. But we wound up watching Shrek and Catwoman. And so in preparation for going to watch Shrek, a dear friend of mine, who is named Ewan Kita, he made a very, very funny little video, and he made a really funny little video, and he plays piano beautifully. Freaking beautifully. It's just the most gorgeous sounds you've ever heard in your life. And I decided, all right, let's take this rascal and let's take this beautiful piano music and make something fun out of it. So we are going to switch scenes again in just a moment, and we're gonna sing our second song and just giggle ourselves silly. So here we go. Let's click this and pause and pull that. close that rat. Well, not close it, but we'll just mute it. And we're gonna full screen this puppy. Are you guys prepared? We're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, Props. I bet you do know. I bet you know, don't you? Don't you know, Props? All right. All right, let's go to new scene. Here we go. All right, good. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? That's the first question. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. He was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Bed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense to not live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back street? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're a rock star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're an all-star, get the show on, get paid. Oh, I love that so much. It's so silly. It makes me so happy. So yeah, that's All-Star sung far too beautifully. And that is special in its own right, separately, because All-Star being sung by me is the very first time that my friends found out that I can sing. See, rainy mood video. Oh, maybe at some point, we'll see. But, that was the very first time that my friends found out I could sing, because I had posted a couple of songs, but, or no, I had only done one, actually. I'd only done one, which was Cups. And none of them had watched it. They'd known me for a couple months, but they didn't, like, scour my channel for every video. And several of them would randomly watch my content, or regularly watch my content. But that came out on the very first Saturday. Cups came out on the very first Saturday of my channel. And this was before I decided to do 5 days a week instead of 6 days a week, because 6 days a week was going to kill me. And so what happened is that he made that, and then I said, "Hey, why don't I sing to that?" And he's like, "Sure." And then I sang to that, and he was like, "Whoa, wait, what?" And then oh, good to see you, Joel. I'm sorry you gotta go, buddy. I can't believe how late we're going. It's like 50 minutes and we've done almost nothing. We're just sitting here and chatting and reminiscing. I mean, this is exactly what this is supposed to be for, is just remembering how cool everything was. But, I'm sorry to see you go, buddy. But I'm glad that you came. You're wonderful. But, yeah, so I showed that to everybody, and they were like, and I remember a couple of the responses were something like, "This song does not have a right to sound this good." and a couple other responses like that. And that was when people started saying, "You really, really, really need to start doing songs." And so then I quickly moved on to something that is really, really a big deal to me. And this is something that happened right around my birthday. And so before we do that, I'm going to show you something. For my birthday, Mo, who is the person what I told you about among the first 5 people to ever really get to know me. Also, there was something special that Mo did. Mo was the first person to ever give me any kind of fan art. And so it was really cool to have that happen. And so it's in It's in right here. And let me pull that up and I'll show ya. I'm gonna take this rascal and we're gonna add it. Na da 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 da. Na da da. There's me. This is the first time I ever got fan art, and it was made by Mo. And it's so cute and so lovely, and I love it. And so, that was something really neat. And then later, my birthday came up, and we're gonna sing this song as me, and then when we come back, I'm gonna show you something special that I got for my birthday, which came right after this song. And so, for right now, you little Chibo, it's time for you to go away. But for the next song, we're gonna do something that I consider my pièce de résistance, my real big favorite, something really special that I've loved for a really, really long time. It's a song from an old movie, and the song is called Edelweiss. And it's really something. So let's hear it, shall we? Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland And that is Edelweiss. Oh, I love that song so very, very much. And in the version that I have on the channel, I sang a double over myself there so that I could do the backgrounds for it, because it's really something, and it's just really touching to me. Captain Von Trapp is easily one of my favorite and biggest inspirations for singing. Now, I promised I was going to show you something, and that is that something you guys have probably seen before, a lot of you anyway, is a model that was gifted to me on my birthday, is this little guy right here. And he's so very cool, and I love him very, very much, and just really something. And I love this little rascal. It's so silly. And if you look at him, I have this regular person right here, old normal face. And then I also got a scared sprite for if I'm playing scared games. And then I can play and pull this guy out. And then, yes, I have very long neck. I'm a giraffe boy. And then I have my little blushy sprite when you guys are really cute and you mess me up and I don't know what to do. And so I just kind of, what shit? Kind of look here. It's like, I didn't know what to say. And it's super cute. And so I love this guy. I love this guy. It was completely unexpected. Mo didn't know about my birthday until a week before it came. And that rascal just worked like crazy and made all of these things, made the thing that you have right here, the outline that's going on here. All of that was made by Mo in a week when I announced that my birthday was coming up. And so amazing stuff. Let me add a couple things here. So our first song was Cups. I need to add those to the list because I realized, whoops, I am not putting these things on the list. So that's not great. And so our first song was Cups, and then our next song was All Star. And then our third song now was Edelweiss, because, man, I love that song. It's just so good. It's just so good. Da 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 da. Edelweiss. And it doesn't need to be capital W, actually. There we go. So, we had this rascal here, and then we had all these fun things that came after it. The next thing that we're probably gonna do, we've got I've got one more that I've got the music ready for right away, and then one that is going to be kind of, let's see what we can do with it, and making it happen. But it's a song that I actually haven't shown on the channel yet, but neither of them are. What these two songs are is they are they are songs that are what should I say? They are songs that one is one I'm doing with a person, and that's going to be a kind of new experience. We'll see if I can make it work. And one of them is a song that I'm going to be doing that I just haven't done yet because I kind of sang it on the fly, out of nowhere. And the one of them is Castaways. If I can find the version that I already rendered. And then one of them is from Portal 2. It's called Want You Gone. And I love it. So I'm excited to do that. Let's see here. Da da da, la da 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 da. So let's see here. Now you rascals. Yes, I before E, except after C, or when sounding like A as a neighbor and way. It's a whole joyful mess there. Close up you. There we go. Oh, goodness. All right. I know where it moved. I know where it moved. All right, I can get it. I'll put this rascal back together here. But while we're doing that, oh, I know exactly what to do here. I know exactly what to do here. Are you guys prepared? Because we're gonna watch a fun little bit here. We're going to watch my, we're gonna watch the voice pack because I want to see it. And I want you guys to see it. So, I hope you're ready. Where you at? Where you at? Come here, you. There you are, you little scamp. Come here. Alright, so we got the voice pack. We're gonna watch that because so the voice pack was an idea I got for April Fools. And I wanted to do it very, very much. And because once upon a time, a long time ago, there was this VTuber named Vox Akuma who had a debut. And when Vox Akuma had his debut, he did a funny thing. He had a very deep manly man voice, and it made everybody lose their minds. And so he had this a couple of lines that really got people's attention and gave them all the feelings. And so and so when I went for Christmas, when I was out at Christmas, I met with a bunch of family and I got a cold. I got sick, but I did not get like a bad cold. I got what I would like to refer to as a husky cold. I got that really awesome cold that you get sometimes where you just sound cool. And so and so it was really great. But I thought I saw Vox come out there and I saw him drop a couple of lines and I saw people lose their mind for those lines. And I thought, you know what I could do is I could do these lines in this voice right now. I could use my powers for evil and I could just take over the world. That's what I thought about. And then I thought I could do this right now. I should. That's what I should do. And so I went and I grabbed those lines and I collected a few of them. And so we're going to grab that puppy in just a moment and we're going to watch it and we're going to have the best time. And I found the other thing. Never mind. I don't need to pull that up either. So we're all good. All right. But first, it is time to watch and enjoy the absolute splendor that is this stupid little voice pack. All right. Oh, wait. Get over here. I didn't unmute you. No, the scuff. How you doing? The phone is ringing. The phone is ringing. Well now, aren't you a good girl? Hey, it's time to get up. That meeting is coming up soon. Hey, go to work. Hey, seriously, go to work. It's time to go to work. Get up now, please. Hey there, darling. Open the beautiful eyeballs. Let me see the sun shining on your beautiful face. Come on now. Come on. Pull yourself out of bed and let us see how lovely you are. Get out of bed, you bucket of lard! Could you stop being such a bad girl? Ruin has a lot to do today, and the way that you're acting is very distracting. All of you are mine, and all of you are dear and precious to me. There is none of you that ever crossed my path that I didn't want. I ravenously crave each and every one of your hearts. I love you. I love you. I want to be important in your life, and special, and wanted. Because I wanted you first. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I hope you'll love me too.
A problem? I am so much more than a problem. I am the end of your hope. You will suffer for your insolence.
This is it? This is what they're stuck sending against me now? Children with superpowers. Oh, I love it. How I pity a world that stuck with you as its last offense against me. Tell you what, we'll make a deal. You leave me be and let me finish all this work. And when I'm done, we'll give you all this attention you're trying to get from me. It'll be free as a reward for a good girl. Deal? So yeah, totally actually making those. Oh, did you want something personalized? Well, that is going to cost a bit extra. But you seem stupid and willing to part with your money. And I do love stupid people that are willing to part with their money. So. So that's the thing I released for April Fool's Day that I had been waiting since January 1st to release. I wanted to do that so bad. And so, yeah, I'm sorry, Momo. I have that effect on people sometimes. You know, I work very hard to keep my voice in good shape, and then, and so it's nice because it's naturally lovely all the time, but when I really put my mind to it, it's downright dangerous. So I have to be watchful. But, yeah. I made those puppies, and, and so I was like, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and do this, and I'll release it on April Fool's Day, because you can get away with anything on April Fool's Day. That's the day where it doesn't count. And so I'll do that then. And then when I actually did it, though, I was like, you know what? I'll actually go to Patreon, and I'll actually make tier awards for it. And at the end of April, if somebody wants one of the packs, then I'll make something for them, I guess. And, so, yeah. It'll be loads of fun. Loads of fun. So. Welcome back, Cosmo. I see we managed to drag you back into the chat. All we had to do was slander your name. It's wonderful. This is how you do it, folks. This is how you do it. So. The next thing here is something that I worked on very, very much. I finished it yesterday. Which is this happy little rascal right here. Well, look, you were silent long enough. That's why I said welcome back to the chat. Yes, Sorath, you need to go to bed soon. Because you have to get up at the crack of dawn. So, we are like an hour and 10 minutes into this, and I was originally only planning to go for like a couple hours or so, but I'm freaking pumped and I feel like we're 15 minutes in. So, we're gonna get to the next one real quick. And, ta-ta, here we go. So our next one, we need to go ahead and we need to change the text box to tell us which songs we did and which things we heard. So first we heard Cups, and then we heard All-Star, and then we heard Edelweiss. The next thing we heard was Hot, 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 Hot. And then the next thing that we've heard now is going to be Castaways. You gotta spell it right. Alright, you guys can slow down. And we're gonna do this puppy. What I did is I took a couple of folks, and the reason I'm pulling this one right now is because we were just talking about Mo. I went to several folks and said, hey, like 5 or so, and said, hey, if anybody is interested in trying to do something together on this night, here's all the things that I would need for you to be able to do. And somebody actually said, yeah, I'll do that. And so I was like, okay, well, now I got something that I can make with this here. And so I've made a track out of this person's voice and the track that I'm going to sing with. And pray for me here, because we're gonna see if I've done correctly. So I hope that you have a lovely time. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. Well, it looks like we've got this island to ourselves. Let's make the most of it. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. We're stuck where we are, with no house, no car. Castaways, ahoy, we are castaways. We were out at sea on a sailing ship. The rain began to rain and the wind began to whip. We felt the ship tip, it was going down.
So we launched our lifeboat
so we wouldn't drown. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. On an island at sea,
just me
and me. Castaways, ahoy, we are castaways. Ta-da! I hope you had fun. That's a lovely little romp, and I love that song. So, there's Castaways. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And that the person singing along was Mo. And so, yeah. Mo was not able to be here, again, because of different time zones and whatnot. And so, we managed to grab that monkey and pull her in here in some way, shape, or form, and it was lovely. Passed away. I have passed away. Hello again, Shep. It was very cute. It was great. And it was very kind. Because Mo is super busy. Super busy. But, So. We've got a couple things that we could do that are just a cappella songs. When I did for the week of Valentine's. Because, yeah, we've gone almost to Christmas and past Christmas. And on the other side of Christmas was Valentine's, right near Valentine's. One other thing happened was that I moved into one more model very recently because I'm working on a project with a bunch of people, and I'll show you that one right after this. But we're going to give you a couple of the songs that we did for Valentine's, and then we're going to go into our most recent our most recent silliness and have a lot of fun with it. So, one of them was a song that I love very, very much called Lavender Blue. And we're going to take that rascal and we're going to sing it for you because it's a lot of fun. It's really cute and sweet. It's from a movie that I love called So Dear to My Heart. And we're going to sing this rascal a cappella because it's good. Is there room? Is there room? There we go. There's room if I spell it right. Good. Here we go. Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. If If I were king, dilly dilly, I'd need a queen. Who told me so, dilly dilly? Who told me so? I told myself, dilly dilly, I told me so. If your dilly dilly heart feels a dilly dilly way, and if you'll answer yes, in a little country church on a jolly Sunday, you'll be wed in a pretty little dress of lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. Then I'll be king, dilly dilly, when you are my queen. And there it is. I love that song. It's such a just a lovely little song. And I sang that week for I did it for the week of Valentine's, because not only did Valentine's come up, but something else came in the way and made it very difficult for me to make songs that week. I think I just, or not songs that week, but hard to make videos that week. And so it's really something. Let's go. Okay. There's another old song that you guys may have heard of, just called "You Are My Sunshine," and we can run through that one real quick. It's just I just love the little chorus. It's, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And it's a lot of fun. And oh man, I was just thinking about something that I know I'm going to sing next time we have one of these. Is I'm going to go get myself. I was seeing Toby talk about meme songs and stuff. I'm probably gonna grab City Escape, and next time I do one of these, we're probably gonna sing "Rolling Around to the Sweetest Sound," because that's fun. But another short little one that I did is stinks to be you, Toby. Suffer. But yeah. So another short little one is an old Roy Rogers song called Happy Trails, and it's really fun. And this song is really special because my mom used to like to sing this song, and so it's really, really cute and lovely. And it goes like this. It goes do 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 do. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just to wear a smile and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. And I love that one. I love that line about just who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just wear your smile and bring the sunny weather. And just like, but that first line before it of just who cares about the clouds when we're together? Lovely. It's like, I don't care what sucks today. If you're with me, it's good enough. And that is so freaking true. It's so freaking true. It's so good and so real because, there's some of you rascals where I can be having the suckiest day that's ever sucked. It can just be miserable and a bad time. And it doesn't matter because we're together. And I love it. Sometimes I sit here and I try to think through all my problems and I try to go through all the stuff and say, well, how do I get around this? How do I deal with that? How do I get over this feeling, these sucky feelings that are going on right now? What do I do to deal with them? And thinking my way through them never works. At least not the way I want it to. But what does is you guys. And you don't know how I love you. You just don't know how I love you. You're wonderful and magnificent, each and every one of you. And some of you, you go so far out of your way to be good to me. And it's so precious. And I don't need all your wit and your power to change things. Just sit with me. And I'm already happy. You guys are wonderful. And so, let's go ahead. Something else I'm going to show you guys is another new model that I had come up. Is this guy here. He's so cool looking. He's so great. I love him to death. And this guy was made for an event that's coming up in the not too distant future, where I'm going to be doing something with a couple folks. And don't cry, Moo. You're all right, buddy. You're really great. But this is my I'm a V-boomer and it's so freaking cool. None of you rascals understand how good it is to be me. This is that outfit. Is telling all these young whippersnappers like, look folks, you don't understand what looking good is. Looking good isn't being 17, 18, 19 and young, dumb, and stupid. Looking good is, oh, that guy probably has 2 jobs and could punch through a wall. And that's what being a V-boomer is. I'm sitting here, I'm old as dirt as far as VTubers go, but man, I'm cool. Or at least I like to think so. But yeah, I love this outfit. I love it so much. Just swag. So much swag. But yeah. As much as I like to play around and go back and forth and like, oh, I'm so cool and everything, it really means so much to me how good you people are to me. Oh, Toby, you're like what, 22? What are you talking about? Folks, I am a Hi, Props. Welcome back. There is no one as cool as the Maverick, and I need to remember that. Yes, Cosmo, you are approaching the V-boomer age here. But you see, you have all the benefits of being V-boomer, as you're like, look, I have good paying job, and I have a reasonable social life outside of the internet, and I happen to still have all my strength. I tell people, it's like, look, folks, a dear friend of mine named Nicky the Incubus, he's very, very abai, and I can't reciprocate any of his actions or do stuff like that. He's really lewd and everything, but he's a good friend, and he's just a young whippersnapper, and and he was asking me, it's like, dude, why are you hot? And I'm like, because 30 is the peak age of hotness. You're still strong, and you're finally smart, and you're pretty freaking reliable. And so it's just right in the sweet spot of everything is perfect. And so I was like, yeah, I'm a V-boomer, and that makes me better than you. But, yeah, you're right, Toby. Nikki is a mess. Oh, man. So, this is the third guy that I got, and the most recent thing. And now we're coming up right near the end. I have another song that I want to sing for you guys, and it's going to be a little happy, crazy romp on our way out. And hopefully my voice is still gonna hold up. I realized, ooh, talking for an hour and a half, is probably not a good thing to do right before I do a high range test. Because high range tests are hard. But the song we're gonna sing is called Once You Gone. Yeah, Toby. He really wanted that. He really wanted that. For some reason, I was mentioning this before, but for some reason, I seem to have taken all of the lewd tubers and brought them out of the woodwork, where I don't know what I did to attract them, but I've turned into catnip, and they really want to get art with me, and I'm like, but no. They're like, but please, I beg you. I'm like, but nah, I'm gonna say so, boy. I don't do that. And so, it's been really funny. But, let's go ahead and update the list, and we'll get ready for the last song on the list. There we go. And the last song on the list is going to be... Now, when I'm done here, what I may do is go to a, Thank you, Lottie. I appreciate it. You're really sweet. I think this will be the last song just because I can feel my voice beginning to get scritchy. But, if you want, I may go to a Discord and just hang out with everybody and kind of have an evening party. Or we may just keep talking here if you like. It's up to you. But, let's take this last one here and open her up. Because this song is so much fun. It's so much fun. It's really difficult for me at this moment because I know that my voice is shot. But we're just gonna deal with it. Here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You've got your short side life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. You'll make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. That is once you've gone from Portal 2. And it's a freaking high range test for me. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's a lot of fun. Oh, you know something. Okay, we're not gonna let that be the last one because I have done a goof. Way back in the day. Something that I should have done about 5 or 6 songs ago, right around Edelweiss, is something else. One of the first games that I played on this channel, one of the first games that I played on this channel is a game called Buddy Simulator 1984, and in Buddy Simulator 1984 was one of the first games that actually really started taking off as far as views, and it really helped me make a difference. I think one of those episodes is still one of my highest viewed episodes. It's got like 300 views now. It's really cool. We should definitely go and take a look at that. Oh, you know what? That is one thing I'm going to do when we're done this. Is I'm going to pull out a bunch of the old art. In fact, I will do that. I will do that right now. Let's take this and let's change that, and we're going to go into our series. Buddy Simulator 1984 was just really cool, and what I did for Buddy Simulator is that I would take I took this rascal right here, and I made this on my own. This is my first time dealing with any kind of let's do fit to screen. My first time dealing with 3D art and whatnot, and I took me and I edited me a little bit, and I took this rascal here and I put it in. And the whole deal with Buddy Simulator is it's exactly what it sounds like. A buddy simulator, and you find it in this old defunct computer, and you spend time with it, and its only purpose in life is to be your buddy. But this makes it begin to grow rather defunct and obsessive, and hijinks ensue. So it's a really cool thing. And at the very end of the game, when it's taken care of, you get separated from Buddy. You break it, at least in one of the routes, and you have to get away because Buddy becomes very obsessive, and it's really fun. And I talked after I finished. The whole time I played that game, the devs were in correspondence with me. I went to them at first and said, "Hey, would it be okay to possibly take your thing and play it?" And they were like, "Sure, we'd love it. We'd love it so much." And then I went at the end and I said, and they talked with me through every episode. They were like, "Oh man, I saw the episode and this was really cool and this was great." And I was like, "Wow, that's awesome." And then at the very end, I said, "Hey, I would love to do a cover of that song at the end called You and I." And I said, "Is there any chance that you have a way for me to get my hands on, the non, what I would say, the ones with no vocals?" And he immediately said, "Sure, I'll work on that right now." And like a short while later, he got back to me and he had it. And so I'm going to go into that Discord and I'm going to open that up and I'm going to play it, and we're going to sing that one because I love that song. It was really meaningful to me. And so our actual last one for tonight is going to be something that is really meaningful to me, just as far as games and interacting with people goes, and really meaningful to me as far as you guys go, because this channel is about you and I, and how precious you are. So let's take a listen. guess that was a fast goodbye. I hope you'll wake me up again someday. We'll have new games for us to play. That is if my conscience doesn't disobey. You wouldn't leave your one best friend. I feel very lonely when you're gone, so please don't take too long, my best buddy. I'll always be here waiting just for you and I, always together, me and you, forever and ever. Don't blame me for ending your story, because for now there's no need to worry. Oh, I just realized what I have done. A little late it seems to make things right, but please, it's not my fault. It was its fault. They'll never know how truly special you and I, me and you. What are we going to do now our games have ended? You and I, me and you, come to terms with the truth. I have been expended. You and I, always together, me and you, forever and ever. It's my fault we ended your story, but I think there's no need to worry back. Sorry, I'm not programmed to worry, so for now there's no need to hurry back. And that's You and I. And I'll go grab that, and I'll show it to you all and everything. It's in the list of you know what I should do is I should put in the description the list of the I've Got It Covered songs, so that you guys can just see the whole thing. Let me copy the link to that list. Copy link. And let's edit this and put it in the description. So right above the Patreon is going to be the I've Got It Covered playlist. And about halfway through there is You and I. And boy, that song is special. It's really something. And, you know. But they'll never know what's truly best for you and I, me and you, come to terms with the truth. And so, yeah. So, lots and lots of fun stuff we've gone through. We've gone through our founding of the channel way, way back in the day when I was this guy. And I will always be this guy. He's very precious to me. And going back and forth to meeting all these different things and just learning a little bit more about how to do YouTube and video, and meeting all of you guys. So a lot of you guys are just been around for a really long time, and you're wonderful and precious. You know, Hoshi, I've known you for most of the year. It's not been a full year, but it's most of it. And you're my boy. And you're wonderful, and I love you. I really do. I'm sorry I've got to be such an old geezer sometimes. But you're really precious. And you don't know how much you mean to me. And Momo, you know, I remember a long time ago, we've known each other for probably 10 months, I believe. And you're really something. I remember we had a really long talk one time about life and your thoughts and your heart. And I loved it. I loved getting to know more about you. Each and every one of you. Props, you've been the most consistent chatter I've had. Yeah, you've been most regularly and for the most time. And you're wonderful. You're really something. Every time I upload a video, I look forward to seeing whether or not to seeing what you're gonna say. And sometimes it's got stuff to do with nothing that you care about, and you talk about it anyway. And sometimes it's stuff that you care about passionately, and you give me paragraphs. And every day when a video goes live, I look forward to the stuff that you're going to say next. And, yeah, you make me happy, man. And, oh, Lottie, a beautiful pup. I remember the day. I remember to the day when Cosmo posted about how he was drunk and tired and his DMs were open because he was sad, because he was in a foreign country and he was alone, and he was a sad puppers. And I remember him posting that and him being a bit of a goof and everything, and me thinking, oh man, I don't know how it's gonna go. And he was very drunk. Yes, he was. But I remember how lonely he was for the months that I knew him before you came into the picture. And I cared, and I wanted to be good to him because he was my friend. He was one of my first friends I had. He's probably in the first 10. And oh no, that's fine, Props. It's okay. I know. You've told me that with a couple of things where I said, hey, if I haven't played this yet, I'll try and duck it, and that's fine. Don't worry about that. But it's always good to see you when you're here. But yeah, I knew Cosmo for a couple months before you came in the picture. I think about 2. And I remember fretting about him over and over because he was a dear friend, and he was suffering a little bit. He was very good at putting on faces and being kind and loving and caring to everyone anyway. But I knew that pup needed people special. And I want to thank you so much for being good to my friend. You don't know how good it is for me to see the people that I love being so happy. And so I really thank you. I thank you so much for being good to people I care about. And then you, sweet bird. You absolute mess. Probably the most recent person in this whole chat. The person I've known the shortest. And you are so good to me in so many ways. You're wonderful and fantastic. You are just really something. You do, Cosmo. But yeah. Oh, I know you're a mess, sweet bird. Yeah, I know. And that's fine. And, you're a beautiful mess. You're kind, and you're loving, and you're sweet, and you put up with so many things that are so difficult. And yet, you go about seeking to be good to people. And it's such an impressive thing. You really are lovely. And I hope you know that. And if you don't know that, I'll tell you again. And if you need to be told and you forget 1,000 times, I'll tell you 1,000 times. You're lovely and fantastic. And you're good to people. And every day, the day is made better for everyone you walk around when you walk in the room. all of you, to get back to everybody. You're good. You're great. You've made this such a wonderful year. Cass has... I know you probably had to go to sleep pretty soon because... Or not sleep very soon, but you probably need to relax from all the work that you've had to do. But you're fantastic. You were already surrounded by friends when I found you. And you made room for me. And you're so good. And I was a shy little recluse who did not know how to talk to these people. I thought you were here. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, I was a shy little recluse who was nervous all the time about every word that I had to say to anybody. And you and Mo had streams together, and I didn't realize what was going to happen to me when I met you two. And you hang out, and you had fun, and I was like the little kid in those feel-good Hallmark movies who has to stay inside and is an invalid all the time. But it's more hypochondriac than anything. And I was in my little house and looking out my dingy windows, and like in the secret garden. And it's in my little house looking out my dingy windows. And you guys didn't force me out. You didn't do anything cruel or unkind. You didn't pressure me in any way against my will. You just had so much fun outside and left the door open. And you just had so much fun along with me that I forgot to be scared. I just forgot. All of a sudden I realized, oh, what am I doing? Why am I out here? And you two did that to me. Is that you helped so much unravel all of the frets that I had and all of the worries. And you didn't do it by making me do something I wasn't ready to do. You just let me be there and have fun. Each and every one of you. It's been a lovely year. And I love you more than I know how to say. I hope someday I'm able to repay the year that I've had. Welcome back, Moo. It's good to have you, buddy. We're just wrapping up a little bit. Oh, Shep. I'm glad you met me too. All of you are people that I never would have known if I hadn't decided to hit send on that video. And my world is a lovely existence. Each and every one of you. Every single day, you possess all of my thoughts. As I go about doing my work and twisting pieces of copper together to make the lights come on and wrenching around pipes to keep the water running. As I do all of these things, every day, my thoughts are captivated by all of you. I just don't know how to express it better. And the fact that they are captivated by you is the best thing that could happen to me. I try as best I can to show up in your DMs every now and again when you're on my mind. Nah, don't pick on him too much. It's alright, Rosie. Moo has been really great. There is not once... Moo is one of the most busy schedules out of all of you, and there is not once that Moo has agreed to show up to something and he didn't show up. Every other time, if nobody else comes when they all said they would, Moo will show up. And no matter how busy his schedule is, and sometimes even when I can't show up, he's shown up. And I can't express to you how good that is. So, all of you, every one of you that I've met this year, whether I met you a couple months ago in January, or I met you last year in April, I love you more than you know. Thank you for this year. Thank you for every single bit of it. And for today, thank you for watching.